With her new poetry collection, Crossfire, A Litany For Survival, and the critically acclaimed memoir, The Other Side of Paradise. Performing spoken word for us this evening, be ready to be moved, Staceyann Chin.
Hi. When I first came to the US about 22 years ago, I came as an undocumented young lesbian fleeing the violence in Jamaica against us. Before that, I had been dragged into a room by a dozen boys and assaulted on campus at university. And so I came here seeking the freedom that I imagined would exist in the lesbian meadows of New York City. And kind of discovered what life was like here for someone who's undocumented and moving without the protection of a social security card or an apartment. And one evening I was coming home from it was kind of like looking for a place to stay, and a very nice gentleman, waved at me and said hello, and I said hi, and he said, "Oh, you look like you're having a hard day. You should come and have a cup of Milo." And those of you from the Caribbean, or maybe you just know, Milo is just one of those things that just remind you of home and remind you of safety and childhood. And it turned weird after that. And then I had the moment that Ruchira talked about how some of these men can be so kind, that they are not always men who leap from the bushes with horns and fangs, that sometimes they just look very much like a safe haven. Women have always been the center of things beautiful for me. Becoming woman has always been the center of my girlhood. The sum of my thighs, my ankles, even my shoulders were always girl. And when I bled for the first time, I told my best friend, wrapped my secret in her ear, assured her that this blood meant that we could make babies. But being a girl in Jamaica in 1980 also meant I had to run faster than my cousin's fingers, farther than his sweaty palms reaching for my hands. My tiny breasts had to be brave against his fury when I refused. One night, I stabbed him. Pencil point sliding swift into his flesh. The whole house cried out, and I was so proud of my yellow pencil, point sharp and without fear. My aunt beat me anyways. For making your cousin bleed, she said. And I wept more out of loneliness than anything. The other cousin's name still remains quiet upon my tongue. I only think of him when I'm sad or angry or afraid of things that do not make noises in the dark. Stark, raving mad, he showed me his dick, told me, "You smell like a woman in that little girl's body." Hips barely budding, he cornered me in the hallway, in the bathroom, and when I bled, I washed quick and quiet. Years later, he still smiles at me. Even now, no apologies necessary, I was only a girl. Quick and quiet, girls learn to wash the details away, bury them under briefs, jeans, cargo pants. Under these panties rests the story of these chochas, these twats, these bushes that bleed once a month on time. I am reminded that though I have not yet given birth, I can. My pussy can do something no dick or tomcat can. I dare you to make people without a vagina. Shiva, or man, or beast. I mean, even Jesus had to pass through a punani. Angels and messengers aside, Mary had to lend passage to God, or them Christians might still be Jews waiting for a Christ that was stuck up the ass of some man who thought he could do what little girls are forced to do every day in Sri Lanka, in Uganda, in South Carolina. Every day, against our wishes, we carry common stories of sons and fathers and cousins who violate the sanctity of these bodies, these breasts, this ability to make breath from passion or the neat decision of an intent. One day, I hope my belly will bloom little miracles called Andrea or Elisha or Alexander. Mouths will open wide in wonder and terror. Every day the world ponders the magic of what vaginas do. Every day women carry people into being, and every day, even on the most petrifying day, I stand grateful I was born bloody snatch in just the right place. Today, I'm so grateful I was born a girl, especially since yesterday. Yesterday my mother told me, go ahead and write your story. No matter that I will write her in unflattering truths. Write, my mother told me, and I hope your book sells so you can afford to raise a daughter with a heart like yours. And after that, everything was better between us. It didn't matter that she left me twice. It didn't matter that in Jamaica in 1972 and in 1980, she chose her safety over mine. Yesterday, she said, write, my daughter. And the world righted itself. I wish every mother whose daughter survived the burial of unspoken things would give her permission to say what happened, to write down how she endured the terror of being that small girl in a world that so deeply favors large, brutal men. I wish every cunt had the courage to bear public witness. I wish every woman had a pen, a clear view, and the support she needs to scream, what happened to me was not my fault. 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 What happened to me was not